Hello guys, good night and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back again with me, Bobby Harriet. I'm from Pekanbaru, Riau, Indonesia. I want to talk about this 19 COVID virus that attack our world. So I want to give one little information about what happened in my place. In Indonesia is the new information is we got from the government is there is more than 2,000 case the people who suspect of corona, and if I not mistake, more than 100 is going to die. It's already died. All rest in peace. So it's not in the beginning is same like Italian, the country, their people think that it's okay. It's not a danger. It's not the virus. The COVID-19 is not a dangerous one. So they still doing having fun, going out, doing a lot of party with their friends. So they not taking seriously on this COVID-19 virus. So what happened? So they become number one or number two. I forget about that. Sorry, I forget about number one or number two. Top global who's become a victim of the 19 COVID virus, corona. So that situation is kind of that is a little similar like what happened in my country. So our government and our people think it's like a fantasy, because there's in the beginning is only nothing fine. Our government inform us that they not find any of suspect of corona. So they say it's okay, just relax, take it easy. So they not taking action seriously. Same will happen in Italy. But when after that find two victim of the suspect of the COVID-19 virus corona, so it start to our people and our government start to just looking, not taking action seriously. But I'm very proud of our government of Jakarta, our capital city, Mr. Anies Baswedan. He is the number one government that taking seriously on this, taking action seriously about this case. When our president is say it's okay, no problem, they just wait and see. But Mr. Anies Baswedan is doing something. He planned from the beginning. He planned from the beginning that how to not only wait and see, but planning and doing some serious action, like the controversial one, of course, because many people don't understand that why he closed down the Transjakarta, the bus. He closed the station, not totally closed, but he what's called? He put a half only the standby and ready of Transjakarta bus. So the rest of the bus is being stopped. Why? Because Mr. Anies want to inform public seriously and surprisingly that I want that his message is if you have a smart mind, we can think in smart, that he want to inform the citizens of Jakarta, the capital city, that I want you, all of you, that you must work from home. So I just want to supply you with a half than usual of the bus, Transjakarta bus. So this message is make people the not smart people, but the people who is not have think much. They think that this is controversial. They think that Mr. Anies Baswedan is make a mistake action because I don't understand, because they think Indonesia is safe from corona, but the fact is after moment and now we find 2,000 of suspect of COVID-19 coronavirus, and more than 100 or 200 is going already died. So Mr. Anies is on the right track, on the right way. But some people who is we call buzzer from the they support government, that we or me, including me, that we are in the place of opposition. So we always criticism of the government, that the of course I mean is the central government, the Indonesian government, not the Jakarta government, to put the serious action on this. This is about the human life. We don't want any of our people going to sick, even die. We don't want that. Every single life is very meaningful and very. We must save every single life in our country. You know, and also the world, in the world. So we so proud and appreciate what the Mr. Anies Baswedan doing, and then his action is being followed by the other government. Like the extreme one is like Papua. The government of Papua is get the action of totally lockdown. It's good. He is more clever than Mr. Anies Baswedan. Why? I think Mr. Anies is not the clever. Mr. Anies is not below smart than the Papua government. But Mr. Anies, of course, he have another what is that? Another step because he don't want to doing action without the coordination with the central government, with the Indonesian government. But Papua government is doing action hardly, and they have independently doing lockdown. So I think that they will become the first province in Indonesia that will survive of corona because of lockdown. Because we have proof in another country, like in Wuhan. I hear from 1 week before that in Wuhan, because of the totally lockdown, and that the Chinese government is making serious action. They put all of effort to handling the corona. They build a big hospital and they push they mobilize all of the doctor they have to handling the corona situation. So they in 1 week before, I hear that 3 days they not found any single of the suspect. That's good news for us. So that's because of course of totally lockdown, and Italy doing that too. So the country or the province that doing lockdown will the first going to survive. Then our government is not taking any seriously action. So we need the breath of Mr. Anies Baswedan and the breath of the Papua's government, governor of Papua, to take action like that. So some of our place in Indonesia is doing that too, but they are only a restricted area. not totally locked down. So they make a medical checkup, in the gate to going out or in to their place. So they make a strict check to the people who going out and going in to their place or from their place. So will move on direction half totally lockdown, because it's maybe I think it's not really late, but it's too late. Because if we doing from the start, guys, what we know about this corona, that's COVID-19 virus, that this virus is like ghost. We never know what the if the people being hit or being carrier of the corona. There is not all of them is show a sign of sick, like like a cough, or maybe the sign of the corona. But the healthy face or healthy body is where we see that maybe he is not the people not sick, but the fact they are become a suspect, like like footballer, like we know that healthy people from the outside, even the child, even the young we know that right now is the the top potential of become a corona carrier. So they look healthy, but they are, because they are carrier. So the corona is live in their body, but they strong enough to handle that virus. But the virus need their body to move to other body who's weak there than them. So that's become danger. But they don't know that. They are too, they don't know that the coronavirus is very dangerous. Like when I see the television just a couple hours ago, that there's CNN Indonesia is get some interview from the child who playing football on the field, that why you are playing football in this corona pandemic situation. They are laughing and say that it's okay, we are not scared with the corona. Then I'm very sad to hear that. I'm very sad to see that. Why? We know, I know that they are not understand. When they say that we are not fear, that's not mean they understand. The fact is they are not understand. They don't know what corona and what can corona do. Corona can make harm for our life, or can make us sick. But also that they don't understand, because they are still kids, a child. Their age about maybe on elementary school, about maybe 7 years old until senior high school, maybe 17 years old, yes, until that. So they don't know that it's not only affect our life and our healthy, but it's aspect this effect of their parents' job. Because if this situation continue, that the corona is not removed from the world, yeah, especially in our country, in our place, they don't understand that it will make harm to the economy, to the business. No, their parents or their family, or who are in their family, who's a worker is being fired, being put in the housework because of this situation. And that can then and if it's continue, if their parents don't have any job anymore, and don't have money to to fill out their needs every month, so it will affect them. They cannot asking money again to their parents. Also, their parents cannot give anything to them because they lose their job because of economy is becoming bad. They don't understand that. So that's why the government must using lockdown, the total lockdown at Wuhan and Italia and Papua, because we face the people like young that don't understand what happened. You know, that's why the government makes, you know, it's okay. The business is, you know, the business is better for the business that have, have sure condition. You know, because if the economy facing the uncertain condition like now, because we work slowly to handle this corona, so the economy will will need a long time to survive. So it's very dangerous for our economy. So we must doing a fast action. We must fight hard against corona. It's not only need our people support, but only also the government action, because the government have power to force the people to do what they should do. They must at home. They must work at home. If any of them is needs still to going out to work, because they cannot. There is some kind of job is cannot do from home, like, you know, like sweeper in the street. You know, that cannot do from home, of course. There's some, or you know, the steward, like washing this or something like that. It cannot doing from home. It's still okay because they need to work. But if they have a saving, they must use that saving and still at home, and you know, ask the company to give them a holiday, and the company too must, you know, if the must give that to them, because it's to save life, it's to save business, because we need the fast recovery from this pandemic. So our people will not support all of them, because not all of them is smart people. You know, more than half is not understand the danger of the corona. So I want to ask all of you. I hope that we are united against COVID-19 corona, because in my place right now, we still run. Our business is still run, even if slowly. You know, the bad news is, if this situation happen, you know, maybe more than 2 months, 2 months from now, the company will shut down for a while. That bad. We don't know. We don't want that happen. We want this fastly. You know, we move. We pass this disaster. We must take action united. If our government not force us to you know, to doing total lockdown, we doing total lockdown by ourselves. Of course, for the people who have a power, or who have money, or who have, you know, the resource to do that. But for our people who cannot do that, they still need work, because if they don't work, they not eat. They cannot feed their, you know, the basic needs. It's okay for them, but we must help them if we have enough resource and ability to do that. Okay, come on guys, we have to unite. Me, Bobby Herian. I'm not anyone. I'm not someone. I'm only a little YouTuber. I'm only a little Indonesian YouTuber. But I hope with this message you will you will have a same idea with me. You have must have some we must think and we must take action. We must help the people. We must help them. We must ask them to join us to fight against corona. It starts from us. It starts from our family. Let's tell to our people, to our child, to our daughter, to our kids, or to our wife or family to stay at home if they can. Right? So that's what I want to talk to tell you right now. Okay, see you again in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.